Hi, I'm Michael Sheets.
And I'm Lydia Moynihan.
Welcome to ESTv.
On Thursday, January 26th, King Day of Fasting and Prayer was commemorated by a 200-year-old, 90-foot-long Torah scroll gifted by Ken and Barbara Larson. The pair began donating scrolls in 2014 to mark their 50th wedding anniversary. Dr. Johnson, Associate Professor of Biblical and Theological Studies at the King's College, remarked on the scroll saying this is a living artifact from a Jewish community, displaying publicly the expense of written documents in the ancient world. It presents our students with the same truths of Scripture, but from another time and world.
One of our very own business students and recent winner of the NEOS Award, Janice Days, is applying her education to her startup, Hate the Dot.
My name is Janice Days. I'm a junior here at the King's College. I'm a native New Yorker. And before coming to King's, I studied fashion and I actually have a fashion marketing degree. I worked in the fashion industry for 6 years and now I'm at King's studying business. So Hate the Dot is a monthly subscription service for women on their periods. And so it's a box that comes to your doorstep every month and it's filled with products like pads, tampons, chocolate, tea, flushable wipes, and things like that. I was at home and I was on my period and I was in so much pain and I didn't have anything to deal with it. So I called my dad, I said, hey, can you run to the drugstore to get me some things? And he said, sure. And he did, but he got all of the wrong things. So I said, why can't I have something that is for my period, everything that I need and want for my period at my doorstep every single month? And that's how I came up with Hate the Dot. So many people have given to me in my life and I think it's only natural that I give back to others. And so yes, a portion of the proceeds goes to help homeless women receive organic pads and tampons. So NEOS in itself, like the pitch competition, has helped me exponentially. We studied how to organize your business, and then for branding we chose colors, logos, fonts, things that people would identify your business by. And then for the last portion we actually learned how to code from scratch. So that was all three factions together. I think was really, really helpful. If you're working at a 9-to-5 job or internship, you have a boss there who can kind of like help you solve problems if you don't know what you're doing. But when you're an entrepreneur, you don't have anyone like that, so you have to solve all of the problems yourself. And I think that's the best and worst part of being an entrepreneur. There are always going to be people that are going to doubt you and make you feel like your idea is too far-fetched or too crazy. Having a strong support system is really, really key. I also want Hate the Dot to help women that are transitioning out of homelessness, to provide them with a job. I want it to be an actual movement and something that people think about more than just buying something off the shelf, but really about the impact of what they're doing when they buy this product.
What's it like to be on the big stage? Many at King's may be wondering. Reporter Annie got an exclusive with Broadway's own Nathan Madden. Check it out.
Being a Broadway performer in the Big Apple is a thrilling career that requires hard work and ultimate dedication. Many King's students work hard toward the goal of performing on the big stage one day. The King's players recently finished their production of Ordinary Days and is currently working on a performance of The Crucible. However, it is always helpful to hear from professionals about their journey to the bright lights of Broadway. Nathan Madden, Juilliard graduate, performed 2 shows a week as the lead in American in Paris, which was a popular hit for many, including those here at King's for NBC weekends. Madden has been on regional tours and is now preparing for his 3rd role on Broadway in Hello Dolly, starring Bette Midler. Nathan has a passion for the arts, but he also has a passion for Christ and serving Him, volunteering at his church, C3 Brooklyn, for the past 3 years. Let's hear more from him.
So music was always part of my life growing up. I auditioned for a little school called Juilliard, and I made it in, and I had to say yes. I was ready to sing again. I was like, I want to be on Broadway, I want to do that. On January 11th, I made my Broadway debut, and I did Chicago for 2 years. For American in Paris, when I came in the room, I said, bonjour, je m'appelle Nathan, je vais chanter, and I spoke French, and the director was like, oh. And then because of that, they looked at me for a French role. And then flash forward 2 years later, I got to play that role on Broadway. So take chances, be yourself. I think being a part of C3 and really finding a home, really being part of building something, and being part of what God is doing in the city, and God has such a huge heart for New York City. I mean, there's no other city like it. How many beautiful opportunities to love on people. So it's absolutely affected my ability to perform on Broadway, my ability to bring worship to the theater, and then to bring my singing ability, my dancing ability also to church on Sunday. It's a beautiful marriage of what I thought was 2 worlds is now really becoming one. It can be a dark place. And again, what an amazing opportunity to be a light in a dark place.
Hello Dolly opens April 20th. Students, get out there and experience Broadway. And keep an eye out for more information on the King's Players' upcoming production of The Crucible.
In January, the King's Council unanimously approved student organization The Table. Led by President Taylor Johnson, The Table will serve as a community of support for minorities at King's, as well as a center for dialogue about racial tension and means to help students feel comfortable in their academic environment. The Table then hosted Starlight Art Night in February, which featured many of its members in front of a packed city room audience.
Earlier this January, Manhattan debuted a highly anticipated infrastructure project. Reporter Callie with the details on the 2nd Avenue subway line and recent metro fare changes.
Back in January, the MTA voted on a new payment plan for subway passes, effective this last Sunday, March 19th. Subway and local bus fares have been raised to compensate for the multi-million-dollar construction of the highly anticipated 2nd Avenue line. MTA also expects to shut down the Clark Street station for 56 weekends starting later this year to fix Hurricane Sandy damages between Brooklyn and Manhattan. That means 2-3 trains will not be running between Manhattan and Brooklyn on weekends for over a year. Revenue from increased fares will also be going to the research and development of an automatic smartphone reader for your Metro card. The base fare of $2.75 a ride is remaining the same. However, bonuses are decreasing from 11% to 5%, reversing the bonus change that occurred in 2015 price changes, which brought the bonuses from 11% from 5%. Weekly Metro passes are rising $1 to $32 a week. Monthly passes are increasing $5, making that $121 a month.
I did know about the price jump in the Metro cards because I'm subscribed to Time Out New York, and so in the recent issue I saw that there would be a price jump. Honestly, it's just a $5 increase in monthly cards, and to be honest, that will not affect my budget at all. I mean, we use the subway system, and because we use it, we should be paying for the renovations to it. I could plan to continue to live in Brooklyn, and so this price increase has no effect on where I will live next year.
Now for you King's students who use the monthly passes from August to May during the school year, this fare change will be adding at least $50 to your budget for the subway. And students living in the city year-round, an additional $60 are required.
Subscribe to our YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Thank you so much for watching ESTv. We'll see you next time.